Forward to computer. All right. So when last we left our heroes, they were committing a crime against humanity and
They're
against
not humanity. It's the Underdark.
It was
They are the Drow. They are the antithesis of humanity.
It's still against the Geneva Conventions.
We're not on Earth. We're in a different dimension. Geneva Convention does not apply.
Fair
also,
enough.
they're evil. That makes this a good action.
Bingo. Air high five.
So, Elandrin and Nova are having difficulty with internet, and they will be joining us as soon as they fix the problem. Lisa, do you want to give us the breakdown for what happened last week?
Sure. So last week we ended up entering a cave and discovering that it was inhabited by the many-eyed and the many-mouthed. And these gelatinous creatures suctioned from the ceiling, and we ended up destroying a whole bunch of them in a marvelous fight that took place half in the darkness and half in the light. In the process of undergoing this crazy fight, there was this, I don't know what you called it. It was like a poisonous sphere.
It's a gas spore.
Yes, a gas spore that we ended up destroying. And it infected not only our own party, but also one of the enemy creatures, who then died. And so after we had healed ourselves, we decided that we were going to take this infected creature into the Drow city and hide its body so that it could then infect as many Drow as possible. And so we buried it underneath a pile of garbage that we stole from rich people so that we could hide it among the poor people, because poor people don't get doctors. And then we left, and we are currently dividing up into different groups so that we can then go out into the city and try to search for where they're keeping the humans. And so right now I think myself and Fenthwick and Boren are in a group. Maybe? I don't know how I structured this.
That sounds right, because I wanted to make sure that Matt and I were distributed.
Okay, then Eliana must be with our group, and then it must be Elandrin and Nova and Cag who are in the other group.
Okay.
And we have, okay, we have 45 hours to rescue the captives.
How did you come up with that number?
I came up with that number because I don't know exactly where I came up with it, but I was keeping track of how long it took us from when the original body, the dead body, was infected, plus our rest, which was a 4-hour rest, I think, or maybe an 8-hour rest.
It was 8
plus
hours.
the amount of time that it took us to hide the body. And the spores will fester within the dead body for, I think you said it was like 12 hours or something like that. And then it will release spores and infect other people. But then those people have 12 hours before they die, and then like another 12 hours before their dead bodies explode and infect other people. So as long as the captives are not led next to the dead body that we buried, we should have 45 hours to rescue the captives. Was sort of the idea behind that calculation. I don't know. If you calculated something else, Tony, you can let me know.
Oh, well, first of all, I would not let you know. It would just happen.
Oh, okay. Well, based on our group's knowledge, actually, I have it written here that the dead body will explode with spores in 15 hours. And then, so there's 15-hour increments between spore explosions, incubation, death, and additional spore explosions. So that's where I arrived at this 45-hour estimate.
Okay.
Let's just get the fuck out of here as fast as we can.
Okay, so that's where we're at. So, what are you guys doing right now? Are you just waiting to see the first set of spores emerge from the area? What are you doing, I guess, is the question.
I thought we were going to start stealthing around and trying to figure out where they're keeping all of the humans captive.
Okay.
Did we, for the people who didn't go into the city, did we get like an hour to do a short rest?
You had just done a long rest, so you should have been perfectly fine, but you can have a short rest.
Okay, never mind. So we got finished a long rest after the
fight.
Okay, sorry, I just want to make sure.
Quick pause. Given that Jin and Matt may be out for the night, do we want to just say we only have one group?
How far apart were you guys at the end of the night last time?
We came back to the cave so that we could touch base with everyone and let them know that the body had been hidden.
Okay.
So ostensibly we could be in the same group. So I think it really comes down to whether you, Tony, want to play Nova and Elandrin until they either get here or don't. Because the key is that we need someone who speaks Elvish in each of the groups.
Right. Honestly, let's have it be one group because that'll be easier, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Do people have access to the Google Drive? Would anybody be willing to run one of them? Like pull their thing offline and run them?
I don't have enough screens to do that well.
Okay. I can see Zane looking at multiple groups.
I could definitely do that. I just need to find. Yes.
But
I could try and keep track of it. I don't know how good I would be at it, but you seem to manage.
Level 3.
Okay. They might not have uploaded their most recent one, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
I will try to run them. So you guys are all here. It's been a few hours since you woke up in the morning, and it's probably been about 20 minutes since you left the spore-ridden hook horror in the stalactite. Let's do it. So I know you wanted to stealth around.
Well, I guess we want to find something that seems like a prison.
Yeah, would you be okay with a perception check just to see if anything stands out?
Sure. Go ahead and roll some perception checks.
Oh, God.
13.
All right.
Also 13.
I got a 23.
I got a 3.
What do we know, Tony? What do we know?
Well, Illyria, you apparently have a perfect map in your head.
Yes!
Fenthwick, you had a 16 and
13.
13, that's what it was. Let's see. CAG, you said you had a 3?
14, actually. I haven't updated this particular sheet.
Okay.
Got an extra point of wisdom.
Can you use your phone? I'm using mine for Zoom right now. Just a possible option.
Yep. Excuse me.
Okay. All right, let's see. Eliana and Nova. Okay. Let's see. Nova. Wisdom. -1. So she gets a 16. Sorry, guys, I'm rolling for 3 people here. 16 for Eliana. Landrin plus 1. So it's a 16, 17. Okay. So while looking around the different areas in the city, you see that most of the stalactites and stalagmites look about the same, but there's one near the far side of the city where it's 2 stalactites coming down from the ceiling and converging into like one stalactite coming all the way down to the ground. And that one appears to, unlike the other stalactites that have windows carved into them, that one does not have any windows in it.
Let's go towards that one. That seems very prison-like from here.
Does that reach down to the ground, or?
It does.
Okay.
So, all right. So, what path through the city are you going to take?
The most direct, sneakiest one?
The most direct, sneakiest one.
The one that's where we spend the least amount of time in the city.
Okay. I need everybody to roll stealth for me real quick. And Lisa, I looked up the boots of Elvenkind. You get advantage on stealth checks.
Okay, rock on.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself to cancel out my disadvantage on stealth checks.
16, Johnny.
That only lasts for an hour, though, so I'll ask.
10.
So
11.
I rolled a 15, Tony.
All right. 15. Let's see. This is a Landrin plus 1. Solid 10. Oh, boy. Nova. 6 is minus 2, isn't it? Yeah, 6 is
Should
minus
be, yeah.
2. Okay. And last but not least, Eliana. 15. Plus 1, 16. Okay, so your stealth scores, I will go ahead and keep here because there's no reasonable reason for you guys to know exactly how stealthy you are if you really think about it. You obviously think you're stealthy, right? You're trying to stealth, think you're stealthy. Regardless.
I might not think the dragon's stealthy.
You might not think the dragon's stealthy. Oh, well, yeah, you would hear the dragon, let's see, with what she rolled, basically humming a song under her breath the entire way. Okay. So the lowest roll ended up being a 0, and the highest roll is a 16.
That was me.
Yeah. Okay. So you're walking through the city. The most direct route is going to be to come straight past that hook order that you saw earlier. So the stalagmite or the stalactite you saw was, oh, you can't see that at all. It was right here. The hook horror was planted here. Let me see if I can get that. Did I get everything in? No. Kind of. So you guys planted that hook horror here. The stalactite is here. Sorry. Yeah.
Can we skirt around the outside of the city, like moving along the wall on the rightmost side? I like Cag's idea that we should not go into the city proper.
Okay, yeah, you guys could definitely come around this side. Is that what you
But what
want?
about the other side that looks more direct, like my right-hand side?
That would be fine. I just have to move my computer, you jerk. That's why.
Oh, there's more stuff under there? I thought there were no more, there was no more city. I thought that was going to be more direct.
I spilled my water in my men's socks. Dang it, it's cold. All right.
Sorry, Tony. I think I just ruined your life.
Okay, so yeah, there are a few buildings over here, but it's definitely a little bit closer to this side. Because we have stalactite, 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 stalagmite, stalagmite, stalactite, stalagmite. And then thing that looks like a jail.
Sounds like a tongue twister. Which way do you guys think that we should go? I think the way on the right-hand side is going to be more direct, but the left-hand side might be sneakier if we're moving past fewer buildings.
Yeah, I think we have enough time to go on the left.
I agree.
Okay, let's go left.
All right, so you're going left. Lisa, with your really great perception check, you watch as while you're walking around this side, a few gas spores start floating out of that stalagmite. Gosh dang it. I'm just going to start ending it at mite, or just saying mite. You see a bunch of gas spores come out of that stalactite. Okay.
Wait, why are there gas spores that came out of the... What? Oh, I totally get this now. Okay.
Yeah. So
like we basically created monsters, like they're actual gas spores.
yeah.
Oh, that fucking sucks. That did not happen the way I thought it was going to, but okay.
I let it happen because I was like, you're making monsters. Let's do this.
Excellent. Okay.
Warfare is a treacherous game.
Was that a Sean Connery voice?
I don't know.
So, all right.
Put my whiskey and a beer in. We'll see. Maybe we'll try and do Sean Connery this week.
Oh, wait, I need a different die. Okay. You continue walking along this path, and as you're walking along this path, you start hearing the city wake up. So you start seeing a number of people. They look like they're walking off to whatever jobs the drow have, probably rescuing puppies and petting kittens.
And eating them
Yes.
because they're evil.
No, I'm trying to make sure that you feel the humanity here.
There's no humanity here. They enslave people. They're horrible.
Was your friend horrible?
She was the only non-evil drow that I've ever known, and they punished her, so I don't really like them right now.
That is entirely true. Let's see.
I knew a drow once and they turned me into a newt.
That's canon now.
Hey guys, I just sent the song that we're all here that we're all hearing right now arise throughout the city. Hi ho, it's off to we go.
It's probably also the song that Nova's humming under her breath.
She just kind of like got into it and she's like, yeah, we are going to work.
Yeah. So, as you're walking by, you see just crowds of people moving around, doing drow things. So you're continuing moving this way, continuing moving this way. Roll for another random encounter.
I
Guys,
just realized it would be awesome if we knew someone with like a 40k Dark Eldar army, because then you'd have like a huge amount of Dark Elves. Like,
Yeah. Unfortunately, what we're using here is a bunch of random creatures that do not represent drow.
That's okay. Guys, look as drow-like as possible. Make your ears pointier and
A random tidbit that could get you some cheap figures. Remember the Magic the Gathering Planeswalkers like board game? Where you have all the little, that's actually super cheap and full of figures.
Okay.
Because that has not like caught on.
Huh. So by the way, this is not an actual dragon.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
It's a
they don't
menace.
actually exist. Wait, is everybody here? Did I lose anybody in the fray? No, we're good. All right. Random encounter. Okay. Yeah, people still aren't noticing you for some reason, even though Jen is humming a song.
She's fitting in.
Apparently. All right, so you round the corner and you hear a baby crying.
Sorry.
We're gonna shoot it.
Evelyn has to
I
roll
might
for
have to go
stealth.
up there again in a few minutes.
Evelyn's going to have to roll for stealth for me.
I will shoot a baby.
Wow, John, not only are you committing genocide, but you're going to shoot babies now?
John, this is not the Holocaust. We are not hiding in a chamber with a baby, okay?
All right.
If we're committing genocide, what's the difference?
Babies are not evil. Babies are inherently good.
We're gonna turn them into gas monsters. You'll get over it.
But it's a human baby.
Oh, I thought it was
That is
a drow.
true.
My mistake.
Tony, your child is a drow. Congratulations.
It's better than what some of Laura's other friends said it was.
Oh.
Oh, are you talking about when they were saying that babies are demon babies and such?
Yes.
That was
Okay.
a weird joke that they just let go on for a little longer than I thought.
All right, so you guys round the corner here, and you see what looks like razor wire surrounding those two stalactites that you saw earlier.
Yeah.
So you guys can't see what's going on, really, because that would be unsporting.
Can I cast Find Traps?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shoot. I actually don't know if I roll for that.
Oh, that's good. My name got jumbled up. Is that all that happened?
Something else, but we'll see what it is.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fix-It.
I don't think I roll for it, Tony.
Okay. Where you're at right now, you don't. So what's the range on that? Do you know?
It's 120 feet, but I'd want to wait till we're within that range of the column.
So you get up right next to the fence, and you don't sense any traps where you're at. You sense. So do you know what kind of trap it is, or do you just know that there's a trap there?
You sense the presence of any trap within the range and within line of sight.
Okay. You sense that there are a couple of traps right in front of you, so right next to the wall that you're out on the outside of. And you have a vague sense that there may be other traps around. So I'm going to include traps that you can't see that are really close by.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, and I'm sorry. I should have. I would know if there is a trap. It wouldn't alert me to where it is. So I can forget you said that.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So that's where we are. We're on the outside of this area. The fence goes about 15 feet into the air. It's a solid brick wall with razor wire on the top. And it has one entrance, you assume, but that entrance isn't on the side that you're at.
Well, okay. That sucks.
Can we blow a hole in anything?
So you could certainly try.
We could also just try to cut the razor wire, right?
So you'd have to climb to the top of the 15-foot fence, but yes.
Can we dig through the ground? What's the ground made out of?
It's dirt on the outside, but you don't know what it is on the inside.
Is there any chance that somebody may have seen a badger that they could transform into?
If you mean Eliana, yes.
That's the one.
Where's one of those like weird ground termite many-fingered things that we saw earlier when you need one?
Oh, you mean oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, those horrifying things that like confuse you if you stand within 12 feet of them or whatever.
Don't like those.
No, but I mean, if it dug a hole and we could arouse it from its hole and then like kill it and then go through the hole, that would be helpful.
A really specific plan.
I could probably try to climb up the brick wall, but I don't know how to actually cut the razor wire.
Does anyone have any rope so that after you get to the top, you can help the rest of us over?
I'm pretty sure we all have rope.
Yeah, that's kind of the typical Dungeoneers pack.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them have rope.
Yeah.
Does anyone have the ability to do a disguise?
I have cult robes I can wear.
I do have a disguise kit. I am not proficient in it. Oh wait, maybe I am. No, I am proficient in disguise kit, but I don't think I have one.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's something I should get the next time we're in a town. I ran out of makeup.
Just throw a luchador mask on.
Yeah, and it would be like, oh, that must be a drow luchador.
Obviously.
A huge...
No, you guys, we could create a luchador event. I mean, like, we've already poisoned the city. We could just bring everyone into an arena and then lure the spores to the arena and poison them while they were there.
Does anyone have thieves' tools? Because that could probably be used to cut the razor wire. I'm guessing that, like, I can't use my warhammer to cut the razor wire.
No, that would not work well.
I have like daggers. If you thought you could like saw through the razor wire.
I could try if maybe just throwing like anything that's like thick leather, like a thick leather thing. Like if someone has, I don't know, a thick leather jacket, could try just throwing that over the razor wire and then climbing over with that.
How much can you carry? Because I could take off my ring mail and you could drape the ring mail over it. That would certainly hold it down.
I can carry a lot.
It'll make you noisier, but if you want my ring mail, you can have it, and I can just grab it when we come down the other side.
Yeah, that'll probably, well, I feel like the razors, like the stuff might poke through. they still hurt. I feel like it might be better to just like use a bedroll and just have it be ruined.
Oh, dude, I have 4 feet of lion hide. Would
But
that work?
that sounds like it could work.
Here, take my 4 feet of lion hide.
Sweet.
Then I'm thinking we need to open a door or something once you're on the inside, because we have to let all these prisoners out, right?
It's
We
true.
can't expect them all to get over the fence.
We could try. We can try to find a door once we're inside, if necessary.
Laura says, "What about bear claws?"
Like digging through the dirt with bear claws? Or like, what does she want to do with the bear claws?
I find them quite delicious myself.
Right? They make jewelry.
But yeah, I could definitely try to climb up and do all of this shenanigans.
Yes.
So, does everyone else okay with that?
Yeah, I'm in.
That plan? Okay.
For sure.
So I'm actually also going to take your ring mail and use both just to be safe.
Okay.
So Tony, I would like to try to climb to the top of the wall and then drape some ring mail and lion hide over the razor wire.
Okay. Make a. How tall is your character?
I think I have that written down. 7'8".
7'8".
Somebody could also just chuck me with the ring mail like over.
Make a dexterity check, Zane.
Okay. I do think is okay.
Huh.
I think climbing's usually, well, it depends. I don't know. At least I don't know if I could jump high enough.
So
Can I stand on your shoulders? I'm 6'3".
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that could probably work.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, this makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump on your shoulders and then stand on my tiptoes and lift the stuff
Okay.
over the top.
Okay. So Illyria, you jump on Kag's shoulders after like climbing him like a tree. You're standing on his shoulders very precariously. You finally like fall with your hands against the wall and like reach up to the top and put the ring mail over and the lion hide. And it smushes down the razor wire just enough to allow you to scramble over if you would like.
Cool. I'm going to scramble onto the, like, pull myself up onto the, wait, I peer over the top. What do I see?
Man, I was hoping you wouldn't think.
I just put all my armor onto the wall. I don't really want to climb over it without any armor on.
That's true. Within the fenced area itself, you see one drow guard. You don't know what kind of drow, as well as a couple of creatures which you can't identify, patrolling the area.
Guys, we have a problem. There's guards inside.
Oh, also you see around the area in the front a door which is not open, like a gate.
Is it heavily guarded?
You can't see if there's anybody on the outside, but you know that there's nobody on the inside guarding it.
Okay. These people who are patrolling, are they only patrolling the side that we're on, or are they patrolling the side with the gate?
They're patrolling the entire yard, so if you peer over long enough, you can sense that they are walking a circle around the building.
Is there a window of time during which we can make our jump and avoid them?
So you wait a couple extra minutes, and you discover that it takes them about 3 minutes to do a full lap. So once they get out of sight to once they're back in sight would be about 2 minutes.
And is there any place for us to hide after we've jumped over the wall?
The only thing you can do once you jump over the wall is try to use the building to obscure where you are, or try to run to the front door and open it, or see if there's a door on the back side.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So I think if we go quickly over the wall, like one at a time, and then we try to follow the guards or get into the building rather than to go around, rather than to all jump down and just wait here, we should be fine. But I'm going to want to go last because I want my ring mail back. So somebody else can go over first. That's okay with you all.
I just wanted to remind everybody that before we started, at the end of the last one, I think I did good berry. It gave everybody a good berry.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's good.
I just wanted to set up that reminder since I wasn't able to do it because I had the baby, but she's sleeping now, so.
Yay. Let's see. Okay, so who's going over first?
Well, probably anyone but me, because I'm probably the hardest to get over.
I'm very small. Just chuck me right on over, and I'll get the lookout.
How much do you weigh?
35 pounds, not including gear.
35.
You're so heavy.
Yeah, I don't. I maybe almost could throw you up and over the wall. Just be a little risky.
Just throw this idea out there, but I could fog cloud the area so they couldn't see us.
So I will say your character does know that if it fog clouds, it will at least immediately tell everyone that something is different.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So you would at least know that.
So, but I can. I'll try to throw Fenthwick. Actually, you probably can't. I probably can't just like prop you up and have you climb up and over very easily because you're so short. So I probably need to like.
Well, just swing him up to me, and I'll sort of like put him on top of the wall. How does that sound?
Sure.
Let's pass him up the.
Yeah, and have him bring some rope so we can like climb the rope over.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You guys might need to like all work together to bring. I don't know. Maybe not all of you, but a few of you. That's one problem with being huge.
Everyone.
Can I make an athletics check to try to throw Fenthwick safely?
It's fine.
And I'd like
to the top of the wall.
Aerodynamics check.
What, John?
I'd like to do an aerodynamics check as
You
well.
want me to just say sorry?
Okay.
I won't say anything. Sorry, I didn't realize. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Pay attention.
Actually, at this point.
Sorry, guys.
No, probably
That's
swing
okay.
yourself. Oh, I'm going to give myself Bardic Inspiration on this one. I'm going to spend one of them. Well, at least if I think I get to roll first, and then I'll see. But yeah, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration die on this one. Okay, that's a lot better. So that's 17.
Okay. Fenthwick, I do need you to make a dexterity check.
I have rolled a 17.
Okay. Nobody dies. So, Cag, you pick up Fenthwick and say, "Here you go, little buddy," and toss him up in the air. And he just clears the fence. And Fenthwick, as you're coming down the other side, you stick the landing.
It's total. Yeah, exactly.
Did he carry a rope over? He was supposed to bring a rope.
Yeah, he has a rope. We'll say
Okay.
the rope.
All right, I'd like to fix the rope to something since I probably don't make a very good counterweight. Is there any loose screws, any bars that are kind of hanging out I can tie around?
I will say that there is a piece of rebar poking out of one part of the wall that you could affix the rope to.
Perfect. I'm gonna tie a really cool knot to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay. Boren, you start climbing the rope, and you feel it slip a little bit, and then you keep climbing, and you successfully get over the wall. I guess I could have had you. Yeah, I should have you roll a dexterity check, but for the purpose of brevity, we'll go ahead and assume people have high enough dexterity checks for this part.
Cool.
So people get over the wall and find themselves in the courtyard with the guards having just walked around the nearby corner, facing the other direction. What are you guys going to do?
I got my chainmail back, right?
Yeah, you have your chainmail back. And do you want the shredded lion fur?
No, that can stay there.
Okay. Okay. So you're in the compound.
Let's try to find a door, guys.
Okay.
What kind of terrain do we see, Tony? What's happening inside the compound?
Okay, so the floor all around you is a hard rock, seemingly not naturally made. So it looks like if you had tried to dig under the fence, you would have gotten stuck underground and not been able to break through. The walls of the building are of a solid rock, almost granite-looking nature, and extend all the way up to the ceiling of the cavern. Eventually, but
Tony, because I got disconnected.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if I needed to roll or something.
No. Eventually, about halfway up the height of the stalactite, it splits into two stalactites and continues up the rest of the way. There is an abundance of different colored grays and some scratches on the walls here and there. A little bit of dried maroon substance. But beyond that, it looks like a normal prison yard, probably.
We know if the maroon substance is blood.
You've seen enough dried blood at this point to assume it's blood.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Are you guys walking around the compound behind the guards like Lisa suggested earlier, or?
I've played enough RPGs to know that's a good idea.
Okay.
They won't turn around.
So keep in mind, as you're starting to walk around the corner, you once again hear Nova humming her tune. And she gets to a really exciting part and kind of actually busts out the song. It's like, and we're off to work we go. She's like mixing it up now. And hold on, I've got to roll.
Christina Aguilera, whichever one.
Oh my gosh. So surprisingly, the guard and its two pets do not turn around to investigate the singing and continue to walk around. As you get around to the back side of the building, you see...
Tony?
Yeah.
You said it's a guard and 2 pets that he has?
2 creatures that you can't identify.
Can I charm person?
You're not... What's the range on charm person?
30 feet?
30 feet. You're not close enough to charm person.
Okay.
I mean, you could get close enough to charm person, but I'm pretty sure...
No, I don't think I'm stealthy enough to get that close without them noticing me.
Okay. Okay. So as you walk around the corner, you see another door into the prison. And this door does not appear to have any guards near it. It almost looks like a door that food would come through.
What kind of food like? Let's try this.
Is it bigger than a thin pig?
The door. So I meant like deliveries, like food deliveries. So it's big enough for a normal humanoid to walk through.
Okay.
Let's go on through this entrance. This looks underguarded.
Anybody going to roll to see if you can do something with the door?
Is it locked?
You pull on the door handle, and it is locked.
Do we have anybody who can pick locks?
Well,
At
Laura
disadvantage?
has...
Lock
Laura,
Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, I can try to pick the lock.
you have gloves of thievery.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you bardic inspiration.
What does that do?
So for 10 minutes, if you can use this anytime in the next 10 minutes. After you roll a die, but before you figure out what the result is, you can add a d6 to it.
Okay, so if I need a d6, I have a d6. Okay.
Yeah. But before you know whether it fails or succeeds.
And I have a +5 to sleight of hand and lock picking. So let me see. Let me get back to my other page that has sleight of hand. Sleight of hand, I only have a +1. So, okay, let's see what this is. Oh, I need to roll on a different surface because that was in between. Okay. 16. Just to be on the safe side, I'll use the inspiration. Okay. 18.
Okay. You start picking the lock, and it takes you a little bit longer than you were hoping for. And just as you hear a click in the lock, you hear a noise from the right. And you hear a guard shouting, "Hey, you, stop!"
Have they seen me yet, Tony?
What was your stealth check again, Lisa?
It was 15.
15. Yes. They've seen all of you.
Am I like hidden behind people though?
I'll say you can be in the middle of the group, but they see the entire group in general.
Tony, how far away is he? Is it a they or just a him?
It's him and his 2 creatures.
How far away?
About 45 feet.
Presuming I'm behind people and relatively invisible to this person, I plan to shout, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" And then I'm going to act like I'm capturing them.
I was going to throw on the cult robes and do the same thing because I at least look like an elf, and I figured I could throw on the robes and put the hood up. And
Everyone's now pointing at each other and shouting, "No, you."
I've been wrongly accused. I didn't do anything.
I'm gonna like try to engage in a sort of combative way, which I think will mean initiative.
Yeah, hold on. Let me write this down.
Can I go forward 15 feet and cast Charm Person?
After we roll initiative.
Ah. I got 13.
All right.
19.
Who said 19? Okay.
I rolled a
Oh,
20.
this is so weird. I have advantage on initiative right now because of enhance ability. That's weird. I've like never actually thought this like about this would come up, but
I have an 18.
ooh.
Okay. Cag, what did you roll?
17.
And Elandrin rolled a 1. He rolled a 9 plus 9. He rolled a 6. Okay, plus. Come on. 4, so 10. Okay, so Illyria, you rolled a 20.
Yeah, not a natural 20 though.
Okay, you're up first.
Okay, so I'm assuming that our attempt to confuse the guard completely failed, and so we're just attacking now.
That would be correct. He was born at night, but not last night.
Okay. I guess I'm going to go forward and try to. What do I want to use? I'm going to attack with my short sword.
Okay.
Wow.
So you are currently 45 feet away.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to run towards him. Sorry. Let me clarify that.
Yeah. So how much running speed do you, or
35.
35, so you can get within 10 feet of him.
Okay. I guess that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. 54 plus 6 is 60. Okay. Next up is Fenthwick.
What kind of beasts accompany the guard?
It resembles an enormous many-legged insect, its long antenna twitching in response to any movement around it. Its legs end in sharp hooks adapted for burrowing and grasping its prey, and its powerful mandibles can snap a small tree in half.
Is it bigger than me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm shooting an Eldritch Blast at one.
Okay.
Roll is +5. 22.
22 hits.
22 hits, and for damage, there it is. 13.
13 damage. Okay.
And knock it back 10 feet.
All right. Let me see here. So you're going to do this. here. Okay. So you hit one of them. So let's do this. All right. So the blue one is one of the creatures. The red one is the guard, or sorry, the silver one is the guard, and the green one is the other creature. You hit the blue one and knocked it back 10 feet and did 13 damage to it.
Perfect.
Next up is Borin.
I'll cast Fairy Fire on the fever.
Okay.
So they should be within a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, easily.
Okay. So they should all make a Dex saving throw.
I believe that's his +0, isn't it? So 14, 11, and 6. So their rolls were 14, 11, and 6.
Okay, so they had to beat a 13. So 2.
Okay. So the elf, the drow, succeeded. The 2 creatures with it did not.
Okay. And so anyone who's attacking them, you get advantage on your roll.
Cool. Okay. What is your class? 18. Okay, next up is Lokag.
Sweet. I am going to well, first of all, can I actually see them like very well, or like is it like can I just make out just because I don't have dark vision?
Oh,
Oh,
they're
you don't
also
have-
outlined in light because of Fairy Fire, so you should
Yeah.
see.
Okay, so I at least know where they are.
Creatures you can, but the elf you don't see yet.
Okay. Do I know he's there? Like, do I know where he is or not?
Yep, you have a general idea of where he is based on the shout.
Okay. Trying to think. I want to run up. So what I want to do is I want to try to run up and grab him.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So can I try to go do that? If I know
Yeah.
kind of where he is? Okay. Then I'm going to do that.
I
And-
believe you'd have, since you can't see him, you get disadvantage on the attack roll, or in this case, the grapple check.
Okay.
And how far can you move in a turn?
30 feet.
Okay, you can't quite get there because
Okay.
they're 45 feet away.
Oh. Okay. Then never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Oh, are these like 10-foot squares?
They're 5 foot, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, okay. I can't see myself. That's why.
Yeah, so you're here.
Okay. Then I'm actually going to instead just cast actually, yeah, I'm just gonna cast. Well, no, I don't want to use light because that'll draw too much attention here. I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability Strength on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna run up as close as I can get to them.
Okay. That's as close as you can get.
Okay, and then I'm done.
All right. Next up is Eliana.
Okay, so what I think I might do is use Entangle. The range is 90 feet, and it would be from where, like maybe 5 feet in front of them and 5 feet behind them. So around, it's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot square. So not where anybody of our people are standing, but right behind, basically right in front of them. And this says that for the duration of my spell, these plants turn the ground into an area turn the area into difficult terrain.
Okay.
A creature in the area when I cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use the action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the plants wilt away.
Does that also pertain to friendly creatures that are standing on the ground near the enemy?
You are near it, but it's only where when the grasping weeds first, like when I first cast it, it's just difficult terrain for you, so you can still move in it. Like if you got onto it afterwards, it's just difficult terrain. They don't grab onto you after it's already been cast.
Okay.
Okay. So strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy rolled an 8, a 22, and a 16.
And would the save be against my spell save DC?
Yes.
Okay, so the one that rolled lower than a 13.
Okay, so I believe that was this one is grasped by the vines. The other two are okay.
But they do move slower.
Right. Okay. Are you going to move at all, or are you going to stay where you are?
I'll stay where I am for now.
Okay. The drow? Who goes first? The drow or the creatures? The drow. Okay. The drow is going to move 1 square forward and engage with Illyria. Gets 1 attack. Does 19 hit you, Illyria?
Does a 19 hit me? Yes.
Okay.
I can barely hear you, Tony.
Oh, sorry. I walked away from my microphone. That's probably the issue here.
That's
That
okay.
might be better.
Thank you.
Let's see. 1d6 plus 3d6, so 4d6. Come on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plus 4. You take 19 points of damage.
Dang.
Next up is the first creature.
What is that damage from?
So 3d6 from poison, 1d6 from slashing.
What poisoned me, though?
His short sword.
Ah.
It's one of those innate things that drow do.
Because they're evil.
Yeah, it's like a piece of shit.
Okay, this one's also going to attack you because you are the closest thing. And that's about as far as you can get anyway. Let's see. He is going to. Let's see. He's going to try to bite you. So that's 2d6 plus 1d6. 11, 14, plus 3. So that's 17 points of damage, with most of it being slashing and then a little bit being acid. Are you a large or smaller creature, Lisa?
Where would I find that wonderful tidbit of information?
You're an elf, right?
Yeah.
So somewhere in the player manual it says your size is medium.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah,
Dungeon Master's
standard. I think all standard races in 5th edition are medium.
Except
Yeah.
Oh, or small. Yeah.
Also, pixies are tiny.
Says I'm slender and graceful.
I'm like 90% sure your size is medium.
Okay.
So you are currently grappled.
By what?
By the creature's mandibles.
God, this thing sucks.
Yeah. The other one, Laura, what was the information on that spell you cast, Entangle? Does it get another chance to say
Creature in
that?
the area I cast a spell must succeed strength saving throw or be entangled. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it today.
It rolled an 18.
It made it, but it used its action to do it.
Yeah, it's going to move forward to be right next to Illyria.
Is that the elf?
Yeah, so this is the elf.
No, that was a
this is
creature.
the elf.
Oh, okay.
It's right here is the elf. This is one of the creatures. This is one of the creatures. Next up is Nova. Nova is going to charge forward. 6. And Elandrin go 4. And he is going to cast a spell. I just don't know what spell it is yet. Next up is going to be Illyria. So if you want to start thinking about what you're doing what you're going to do while I pull out the handbook and find out what it is Elandrin's going to do.
So while I'm grappled, I can't move my arms at all, right?
Correct. Actually, you have to roll a DC. You have to roll a save against the grapple. Go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Is this my saving throw strength check?
Yeah. It'll be at the end of the creature's turn.
Well, I rolled a 1, so I'm assuming that I failed this strength check.
That would be correct. So a lantern is going to try to hit the first creature. You rolled a 7, which does not hit. So Illyria, you're up.
I guess I'm going to try to break out of this grapple again, because there's not a whole lot else I can do.
Right. Okay.
You could also try, trying to think. You could try pushing the other guy, but that might not actually be harder.
What, kicking him or something?
Yeah, you can try shoving him away. It's an attack. It's this. Oh my God, this is sad. I think my girlfriend just got home, so they're flipping out.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go quiet. Your best bet is probably to just try to get out.
Okay. I'm going to try to get out then, Tony.
All right.
So this time I rolled an 11.
Is that plus anything or?
Well, that's plus my strength check saving throw. So it was a 5.
Okay, got it. You're still stuck.
Cool. That's great.
Next.
Health wise, Lisa.
What was that?
What is your health at?
I have 7 hit points right now, so that's cool.
Next up is Fenthwick.
Okay. So it's a little crowded over there for me to be shooting things at things.
A little bit.
Huh. So what can I do effectively given that? I think I would like to move up and cast Hold Person on the dude with the blade.
Okay.
Let me double check my stuff here.
You can move to right behind Illyria if you wanted to be right.
I want to stay as far away as I can. I just have to figure out how far that is. So I can do it from 60 feet. So I want to move basically to that range to be able to get him there.
So you were already within 60 feet of him. You just didn't have line of sight.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just kind of back up and... Because do I need line of sight if I'm not shooting a blast?
I think you do. You need to be able to see what you're hitting. I think.
See within range.
Yeah. So I mean, right.
Where
here,
would I have to go to get line of sight?
Like right here. So you're about 50 feet away.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay.
So they must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
Oh, 17 plus 1, 18.
Yeah, they only had to beat a 13.
Okay.
Okay. So given that he succeeded, well, that's actually all that one does. So yeah, just nothing happened there.
Okay, Boren, you're up.
So I'm still right next to the door, right?
Yeah, you're still right over here.
How much of my turn would it take to open the door and look inside?
It would take your action to completely open the door and look inside.
Okay, I think I'll get into combat. Or, you know what? Fairy Fire requires concentration.
Okay.
So I'm gonna... So Born's just over in the corner mumbling things.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can I move closer while in concentration? Like, can I move closer to the group?
Yeah, technically you could cast spells and attack while you're concentrating. You just can't have 2 concentration-based spells going at the same time. And if you sustain a certain amount of damage while you're concentrating, you have to make a save.
Oh, okay. So I'll move in. Can I flank on the left with my movement?
Your left, yeah. So like here?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's one of the creatures, by the way.
Okay. And I'm not within range of Illyria?
Illyria is right on the other side of the creature from you.
Okay. I'll just attack the creature then.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Um, 6 points of damage.
Okay. And did you want to do anything else?
That's all.
Okay. Kag, you're up.
Sorry about that. Oh no, I can't. So I'm right there, and there's next to me is one of the beasts, right?
Yeah, this is a creature.
And the elf is to the northeast of that right there.
Yep.
Okay. And where is the other creature? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this creature. That's the first thing I'm gonna try to do, is grab this creature. Do I have a disadvantage against this guy? Or does he have the fairy fire on him?
He has the fairy fire on him.
Okay, cool. So I can again. So that is 24 athletics.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Sweet. Okay, and then I'm going to move half my speed, so 3 squares south to the south, and drag him along.
Okay.
Yep. And then I am done.
All right. Next up is Eliana.
Okay. So hold on. I gotta look at the board. It's not letting me see where we all are.
You're way the F back in the back.
Yeah, I see that. Well, for my bonus action, I am going to do Healing Word on Illyria.
What's the distance on that?
60 feet.
Okay, go ahead.
Hit points equal to 1d4 and my spellcast ability modifier, which is 2 plus 5, so 7. Illyria, you get 7 more hit points.
Aw, thank you. You're awesome.
And then I go 15 feet forward, or however close I need to get to where I can see the drow.
Okay. This creature's going to get an attack of opportunity on you if you move to here to see the
I
drow.
can't see him unless I get that close.
Or
I just need to be within 30 feet.
Did Lokek not have him grappled?
he has the creature grappled. He doesn't have the drow grappled.
Oh.
And you're specifically looking to get to the drow? You could do it from right here.
Okay.
So
I'm going to cast Charm Person. I'm hoping not to have to use all of my spells in this because I'm starting to dwindle down, but I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Okay.
So that one, so I was at 2, so now I have 1 first level spell left after this.
Is
you
it
need to
him?
make a wisdom saving throw.
He rolled a
But
16.
because we're fighting it, he has advantage.
He rolled a 16.
Okay, what is that against? It's against my
Spell
actual...
save. Your spell save DC.
I thought that was against my wisdom.
No, it's against. It should be against your spell save DC.
All right, well then he gets it because my spell save DC is 13.
Let me look at Charm Person real quick just to make sure I'm not screwed up.
It doesn't say on here on this thing. It just says makes a wisdom saving throw.
In that case, it's typically against your spell save DC.
Okay, then he's not charmed, and I just wasted a spell. Correct.
Okay. Next up is the drow. It felt you try to do that. And let's see. Okay. It's not going to do any of that. It's going to attack. I feel bad for this, but it's going to attack Illyria because Illyria is still right there. 9 plus 7, 16 to hit Illyria.
16 does not hit me.
Okay, you watch as the poisoned short sword slides right by your ear, just missing. Next up are the two creatures. This one is going to attack you because, once again, you're still right there. That is not a good roll. +5. Yeah, if the last one didn't hit, that's not going to hit. Next up is Nova. Nova with her Frostbrand sword is going to attack. Roll a 15 deal 8 points of damage. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Okay. Okay. Next up is Elandrin. Gonna chuck a firebolt. Firebolt. It's going to see here. That just barely hits.
Ooh.
And he rolled a 10 on his firebolt. Just nice. Let's see. Which one was that? That was the blue one. So that one's done with that now. Where was he? He's over here. So I guess he'd actually have to do that. No. Yeah, he'd have to do that against the drow, not that. Okay, next up is Illyria.
All right, I'm going to try to escape this grapple one last time.
Okay.
All right, I rolled a 24.
That succeeds.
Awesome. And then, am I able to do anything else, like with bonus action or regular action or anything?
If you have a bonus action, you can use it, and if you want to use your movement, you can use it.
Okay. I'm gonna back up far enough that I can equip my lance, but remain close enough that I can still attack the creatures. Is that going to give me enough space so they can't grapple me again, these weird pincer ant, whatever they are?
Yes, but the pincer ant and the drow will both get attacks of opportunity on you if you disengage without, like this way.
Well, they're pieces of shit. Fine. I'm just going to stay there then.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Them's the rules, folks. Fenthwick, you're up.
Do I have line of sight on anything right now?
You have line of sight on this green one that Cag just dragged right next to you.
Nice. Yeah, I wanna Eldritch Blast that thing.
Okay.
14.
And you have advantage on that roll.
Yeah, so roll again.
Nice. 18.
That hits.
And for damage, that is a 5.
A 5? Oh, okay.
And knock him back 10 feet unless he's slowly drug.
So
Don't do that.
So is that, do you have to knock it back 10 feet or is it optional?
I think the way it works is that's basically just an effect that gets stacked onto my Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
But can you choose to not do it?
Let me check real quick.
Because if you push him so that he's no longer adjacent to me, then I don't have a grapple on him anymore.
What if you held on with him?
So
It doesn't. Yeah.
You would get to roll a strength check, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure it just ends.
Okay.
It's one of the easiest ways to get out of a grapple is to just have a way to. That's the reason why I think that's the only reason technically why teleportation works. Like you can just teleport out.
It's a you can effect, so I will abstain from it.
Okay. All right. Next up is Cag.
Oh, sweet.
Hold on.
Wait, no.
Sorry,
This thing
Boren.
has this thing gone yet?
Boren's up.
Okay.
Okay, so the drow is not grappled at all, right?
No, the drow is just sitting here, chilling.
Okay, I'm going to cast Scorching Blast against it.
Okay.
Even with advantage, 11 for the first one.
That misses.
And a 9 with the second one.
A 9?
With advantage, yeah.
Okay. That misses. So the 2 Scorching Blasts just launch over its head and completely annihilate the wall behind it. The cavern wall behind it. Let's see. Now it's your turn, Cag.
Okay. I'm going to try to trip this thing.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. It's like opposed checks. Good thing I have advantage. Oh my god. Double ones.
Oh.
That's 9.
It rolled a 23, so it is not tripped.
Okay, then I am still going to move 3 more squares back south.
It's getting real tired of your shit.
I'm sure. Then I'm done.
Okay, Eliana, you're up.
Okay. Crap, stupid thing. Wait, how did it get dragged all the way back there again? I missed something. I looked down for a split second.
Cag keeps pulling it backwards.
Okay.
So that I can't hit anyone but me.
I'm gonna hit it with Produce Flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I have to get up close to it though.
Okay. It's 2 squares away from you, so that won't take much.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh wait, no, I can be within 30 feet. Can I go back to where I was? Because I don't need to be that close to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was just I was reading the wrong part of the spell. Okay, so I need to roll. And do I have advantage on it, you said?
Yeah. Because it got caught in fairy fire.
Okay, so it was a 17. And since that's a spell, do I add my attack bonus?
Yes.
That's a 22.
That hits.
And it's a D8. That would be 3.
Okay.
3 points of fire damage.
Gotcha. Next up is the drow. It is going to attack Nova with its short sword. And it rolled an 8, so it completely misses. Next up is the first giant insect. It does hit. How many d6 does it get? 3. 10. So. Okay, so Nova takes 16 points of damage. Next up is the one that Cag is dragging, and it's going to roll to try to break the grapple. It rolled a natural 20.
Ouch. Okay.
So the only thing that will work as a 20 from you.
Oh, it's gonna try to break the grapple.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I have advantage, so. Not quite. No, I don't get it.
Okay, so the grapple is broken. And that's a check it has to do at the end of its turn, right?
No, it can do it at any time. It's just an action.
Okay. Yeah, since that takes up its action, what's its length of movement? I think it's like 60 feet. No, it's pissed off at you. It's going to stay right there.
Yay.
Next up is Nova. She is going to move here, taking an attack of opportunity from both of them. And she'll take one hit from the Onkeg. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more points of damage. But she's going to use her Ice Breath on both of these creatures. Let's do 1 second. That's why. Okay, so 2d6, and they get a save. Neither of them pass their save. 10 and 9. So the drow takes 10 points of damage, and the other creature takes 9 points of damage. Next up is Elandrin, which I need to figure out what spells Elandrin has.
If you guys hear knocking around on my end, I apologize. Cat's playing with a wiffle ball.
Likely story.
He keeps carrying it around like really close to the computer and then chasing it around the kitchen.
Sure spells. Sorry, folks, I was not prepared to run player today. So Firebolt. That hits. It's 1d10. And that's a 7. So which one is he aiming at?
Oh.
The drow.
Huh.
What?
Well, I'm just like reading about fighting and my character, and I think I can technically strike twice if I'm wielding dual weapons, which I did not know. I'm just learning things. That's all.
Yeah. Illyria, you are up.
Okay. So sorry, this is very basic, but how would I figure out if I get a bonus action or not? Because I'm like reading through my character stuff, and it's like I have things like Second Wind where I can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus my fighter level. But then I'm also reading in the combat section that in order to use a bonus action, you can only use it if like your race or your class indicates that you have a bonus action. And prior to reading about the Second Wind, which I have at level 2, it doesn't say that I have a bonus action.
Okay, so every player, so on your turn you can do one of three things. You can move, take an action, or a bonus action. So technically you do have a bonus action. And what that is trying to say, and it's probably not worded very well, is if you have a feature that says use this as a bonus action, then during your bonus action on your turn, you can do that.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Good. Okay.
I actually remember being confused by that when I first read that a while ago, when I first played 5th edition.
Not everything is very well worded in this game.
That's okay. Thanks for making me feel better.
No problem.
Okay, so in light of that, I guess it really doesn't matter because I backed up to use my lance, which is a two-handed weapon. So I guess I'm going to attack with my lance anyway.
You did not back up because you didn't want to take attacks from the two.
That's right. Okay, never mind. I'm going to take my short sword and my dagger, and I'm going to attack with both of them at the same time because I can.
Okay.
Oh, and can I actually... So I left you a message, Tony. Like, during my last turn, can I like have drunk a health potion at that point in time? Because I didn't ask to do that, but like 5 seconds after I went, I realized I probably should have.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No
Okay. 2d4 is 2. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I just gained 7 hit points, which is cool. Okay, now I'm going to attack. Once with the short sword, once with the dagger. Oh, God, that didn't work well. So with the short sword, I attacked with...
Are you attacking
21.
Okay, are you attacking the drow or the creature?
The drow is holding the creature, right?
No, the drow's not holding the creature.
Okay, then I'm gonna attack the creature.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit it?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So it just took 5 points of damage from that.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to attack it with my dagger of fire.
Okay.
And I rolled 20, not a natural 20, but just a 20.
That hits.
And it takes 6 hit points of fire damage.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn? Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sorry, quick question. But they still have fairy fire on them, right?
Boren, do they still have fairy fire on them?
What does that do exactly?
It illuminates them so that they're visible, and then it makes it to where if you attack them, you have advantage on the attack roll.
Oh, that's where we get the advantage. Okay.
Yeah. The only one that does not have it is the elf.
Okay. 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 I just wanted to check. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Fenthwick?
Yeah. Talk a little bit so that I see your thing on the screen, Jenny.
Blah, blah, blah.
There it is. Okay. So that blue thing that I'm guessing is engaged against Lisa.
Engaged against Nova.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna shoot a thing at that.
Okay.
Do I have advantage still?
Boren, does he still have fairy fire? How long does that last?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you do.
Cool. Because that was not a strong roll. That's better. 18.
That hits.
And for damage, 12 plus I want that knockback so that there should be an attack of opportunity on him.
Okay. So he gets knocked back. And as such, both Illyria and Nova are going to get attacks of opportunity on him.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh, Nova hits, does 10 damage. Illyria, what are you doing? You attacking her?
I rolled a 23.
That hits.
Sweet. I'm going to attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
Short sword. So it took 6 points of damage.
Okay. It's looking
I'm
pretty
assuming
rough.
since it's an attack of opportunity, I don't get my bonus action or anything.
Correct.
Cool.
Next up would be Borin.
All right. So there's still one next to me,
Yeah, there's the elf right here.
and no one's really close to that, right? Okay. I'll use Burning Hands.
Okay.
So
you
that's
have
a dex saving throw.
All right, let's see. And let me look at something. Does that get any kind of disadvantage if he's wearing metal?
Doesn't say anything about that.
Okay. He rolled a 14 for his save.
Really? Okay. It just barely beats it, but still takes half damage.
Okay.
Which is gonna be so it'd be 7 damage.
Okay. Next up is Lokag.
I'm gonna try to grab this thing again.
All right.
Let's roll. Ooh, advantage. 21.
You successfully grab him.
Yes. And you know what? I am not gonna try to take him any further away because I think this is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I will give myself a bardic inspiration die to save in case I roll poorly later on.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Sounds good.
No, I'm not.
Eliana, you're up.
I am going to do produce flame again.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I rolled an 18 twice. So that would be 23.
23 hits.
And that would be 5 points of fire damage.
Against the one that Cag is holding?
Yes.
Okay. Next up is the Drow. He's right there. He is going to attack Borin. Borin, does a 25 hit you?
Yes.
And you've got resistance to poison damage, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you take 2 slashing and 3 poison damage.
Okay.
And next up are the 2 Onkegs. The first one is going to move to re-engage with Nova. And rolls a 5 to attack. The other one is going to try to break your grapple, Zane. And rolls a 22.
Okay. All this dice. No. It's 19 plus 2. I just barely failed. Okay. He gets out.
He is free. Let's see. Next up is Nova. She's going to attack with her Frostbrand sword. And she misses. Then Alandrin's up. Wait, he has Scorching Ray. He is going to use Scorching Ray. 6 to get to within line of sight of the Drow. He's going to Scorching Ray. So 14, 14, 16 plus what was this? Okay. All right, so all three of those hit. Barely. 10, 16, 22. So, wow. Okay, so Elandrin launches 3 bolts of Scorching Ray right at the drow, and all 3 hit him in the upper torso, and he is incinerated and dies.
Righteous.
Next up is Illyria.
Sweet deal. I am going to attack, I guess, the drow now, because the drow is nearby.
You mean the creature? Because the drow is dead.
I mean, yes, the creature. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can probably pull out your lance and attack from further away now.
Pardon?
You could pull out your lance and attack from further away now if you wanted to. Or you can continue to dual wield.
How sad does it look?
This one is the one that's there. It's looking pretty rough.
Okay, I'll just like go in with my short sword and my my dagger again and attack it.
Go ahead.
So the short sword. I rolled a 19.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, that one is going to do 5 damage.
Okay.
And the dagger is an 18.
That hits.
Cool. And that one does 4, 7, 9 points of fire damage.
Okay, as you stab the dagger into its gut, it keels over, rolls to its side, and falls over dead.
Sweet.
So now the only thing that's left is the one that Cag is currently trying to grapple with.
Yes.
And Fenthwick, you are up.
Yeah. I'm shooting things at that thing.
Okay.
Oh god, we're gonna try a different die. That one's gone forever. Fairy Fire still on?
Yes, for
Okay.
like 2 more rounds.
I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit. How about a 16?
A 16 just barely hits.
Perfect. 5 damage.
All right. Next up is Borin.
All right, I'm gonna run in with my mace.
1, 2, 4, 5. You just get there.
Okay. And a 19.
That hits.
And 4 plus 2, 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Cag, you're up.
Sweet. I am going to. This time, I'm actually just going to trip him.
Okay.
Although, actually, I'm trying to think. There's so many range people. I don't know. There are a bunch of melee people too. Yeah, I'm just gonna trip him.
All right.
So that is 20.
20 hits.
Oh, though this is opposed.
The thing. He's on the ground.
Yes. And then, actually, I think since he's prone, I can stand on top of him, which doesn't do that much, but I think it would be fun. So I'm just gonna
Statement.
Can I just move and stand on top of him?
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are sharing a square right now, which means that you're standing on top of him, we'll say.
And then I'm done.
Okay, Eliana, you're up.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try to hit him with my reduced flame again.
Wait, can we
Okay.
intimidate him? Let him get in the. Is this is not the drug?
No, the drow is dead. I think this is
Oh,
just
sure.
The drow is dead. This is the insectoid creature.
All right.
I do have one.
23
23 hits.
Okay.
and 5 points of fire damage.
All right.
Okay, produce flame isn't the. There's one fire. There's so many different cantrips. There's one I think that's like an AOE. The produce flame is.
Oh.
I was worried for a second.
15, who's up next?
Yeah, no. Produce flame is pretty accurate.
So this guy is going to use half his movement to stand up, and he's going to be super pissed off at you, Kag.
I hope so.
He rolls a natural 20.
No.
All right, let's see. Oh my god, you're not going to believe what I just fucking rolled.
Is it all ones?
6, 6, 5. So let's see. We have 12 plus 11. So 23. 46 points of damage.
46?
Yeah.
Wait. I just might be able to survive this. So I'm going to use Stone's Endurance to try to reduce the damage. Well, maybe it's like a waste because like he's the last guy left. No, I'm just going to do it because it would be really cool if I roll like a 12. So I reduce this damage by 1d12 plus my con mod.
Okay.
And I have 31 health. So I need to get at least... Wait, I need to get 16. Wait, no, it said I'd have to roll exactly 12 in order to end up with 1 hit point. This is not worth it. I'm not going to do it. I fall down prone and unconscious.
Okay. He's going to use the rest of his action to stand on top of you.
No. How rude.
Yeah, that's exactly what you get for standing on top of him. He's not intelligent, but he does know when somebody's dissing him.
Yeah.
Nova's up next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to attack, and she misses. Then it's a Landrin who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he can see that. So let's see. That hits. That misses. And that's a natural 20. So the first one does 4 points of fire damage. The second one, 12 points of fire damage. Jeez. Okay. Next up is Illyria.
Sweet. All right. I guess since I'm far enough away from where this thing is, I'm going to use my lance this time.
Okay.
That was kind of shitty. Does 12 hit?
No. Wait, did you roll an advantage?
No, I just rolled an 8.
Okay, well, you get advantage because there's fairy fire.
Oh,
Roll again.
that's nice. That was even worse, so that was my best roll.
Okay. Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay.
Next up is Finthwick.
Yeah, I do the thing.
All right.
Fairy fires one more round.
Yeah, last round.
Okay, I doubt an 11 hits, but how about a 20?
A 20 hits.
20 hits, and for damage, 6.
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna shoot off his dick. Do these things have dicks? I don't know.
It has a hard exoskeleton.
I'm gonna target the general area of reproductive, facilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Eldritch Blast hits it right in where you would assume its dick would be, and it rips a hole straight through its carapace and out through its asshole. If it had a dick, it would fly straight out of its butt.
My character now thinks that he has had some issue with molestation as a child.
Not the first time I've shot a dick off, by the way.
It's starting
I know, that's
to
why it's a problem, and she's thinking that there's some sort of issue there.
It's literally becoming your signature, and I don't know if it's a good signature.
When I get finishers, I'm taking trophies.
Fatality.
Yes, there's suddenly a disembodied voice that screams out fatality.
Perfect. All right.
Okay. Next up would be Borin.
Wait, I thought we killed it all.
You did, but Borin has to be the one to save Cag, or Cag does a death saving throw.
Could you just use a good berry?
Yeah, just shove a good berry in his throat, and that would probably work.
Eat a good berry.
All right.
Have 1 hit point.
You are stabilized by the good berry.
And super full.
Yeah. The good berry is really satiating. All right.
That was way harder than expected for just one guard and his pets.
Yeah. They're guarding a prison.
Let's hope that there are no more drow left in this entire city.
Hide in a corner and do a short rest, or for those who have really low hit points.
Jen has something like 8 hit points left.
I'm at 1.
I actually still have all of mine right now. So
I do have.
Well, aren't you great?
I have a healing potion if somebody needs it.
I've got like 3 still, I think.
Oh, do I have a healing potion?
Oh, I only have 1, so if you have 3, then
I need to double check my notes, because what I've got on like my inventory sheet doesn't match the plus minuses that I've written down.
So you see, the reason John has all of his hit points and he doesn't use any of his potions is because his character's a pussy and hides in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, Borin, did you actually open up the door to the...
So the door got unlocked by Laura's character. But
it's been unlocked, but I don't know if it was opened.
I decided I did not.
You did not. Okay. I knew that you considered opening it. Maybe we should open it, see if there's any place inside to hide, because there's no place in the yard.
Can I put my ear up to it and try to listen to see if there's anybody behind the door first?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna whisper while you're doing that. Did someone mention a healing potion?
Yeah, I think I've got at least 1 or 2.
I've still got like blood leaking, like kind of just like dried blood on my chest.
I rolled a 5, so that's a 10.
You do not hear anything coming from the other side of the door.
Yeah, I've still got 3 health potions, so if Lokag wants one, like, can we make an exchange here while he's not in combat?
Yeah. How much is a health potion worth?
It's worth 25 gold, and it heals you 2d4 plus 2.
Well, I have 17 gold.
But they're free. That's cool. That's cool. We're bros.
I'll pay you back if I don't. If when we make it out of here.
Perfect.
Were you about to say if we make it out of here?
Maybe I said when, like a little stutter.
Ah, okay. All right.
What does a healing potion do?
2d4 plus 2 points of healing.
Oh, nice. Come on, baby. Not bad.
Cat has stolen quite a few of Evelyn's toys that we need to find.
Okay. Hey, Lisa, is Mike super excited that Minnesota's in the NBA playoffs?
I do not know. He's been a little bit, I think, distracted by things lately.
They just won too.
He's also been traveling, so if it happened in the last like 3 days, he hasn't been around.
Okay. All right. So, Cag, you healed some number of hit points. I will let you guys think about what you're going to do while I go make a bathroom break, and I will be right back.
Should we take our normal break or?
Yeah, we can take our normal break. Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
All right, let's take our normal break. We will come back in, say, 10 minutes.
All right.
All right, let's do that. Okay, so you're currently standing in the yard of the prison, next to a door that has recently had its lock picked by Eliana. What are you doing?
I mean, obviously, I want to know what's behind the door.
All right, so Eliana rolled perception and said that she doesn't hear anything back there. So are you barging in, sneaking in?
Sure. Let's like slowly open up the door, see what's inside.
Okay. As you open the door, it lets out a long creak. And once you open it, the entryway opens into a large empty pantry with a closed door on the far side.
Did you say a pantry?
I did. It has a bunch of shelves where you would normally expect to find food. However, there is no food in this pantry.
Is there a good place we can hide?
In this room, not really. I mean, the shelves are all against the walls. And, I mean, you could, like, knock all the shelves over and then try to hide in the debris.
Can we also lock? Do you guys think we should lock the door behind us so that people don't discover that the door is open?
Did we do anything with the bodies? Because if not, then it probably doesn't make a difference if the door's open.
Good point.
I don't remember you doing anything with the bodies.
I don't think we did.
I wouldn't worry too much about the door, I guess.
Okay.
Probably better off open in case we need an escape route.
All right. Okay. So what are you guys doing? You are currently standing in the pantry.
I actually just realized something, which is that if more guards come through and they see that the door is open, it might make it easier for them to find us.
That's a good point.
We can leave it slightly ajar and just hope that it doesn't close mysteriously behind us.
Those insect things were crazy. Hopefully there aren't any more.
Would we be able to hear them, do you think?
Could our druid friend, can she become an owl or a mouse or anything like that?
She has the capability, but that would be up to her.
I'm sorry. That was Elena? Or
Eliana.
Yeah.
I wonder if she could turn into one of the insect things.
It's not a beast, so no.
Oh, okay.
But she could turn into a mouse. Like, Oreg suggested and sort of scout out the passageways up ahead to see if there are any more of those weird, creepy insect things.
Although I imagine those insect things would love to chase a mouse. So, how do you feel about this, Eliana?
I don't know. I mean, there's lots of things I could change into. I could try being a mouse and scurrying around. I could also be a cat, but a cat's a little bit more conspicuous.
Might be dangerous. Are you okay with that?
Danger is her middle name.
I don't go very far.
I distinctly remember you scouting ahead once, skipping upstairs, and getting annihilated by a kobold.
They're like super apprehensive, like, I don't know. Is there just like a one door out of this kid?
I don't like this timer that just got set on the door. I have a feeling that we shouldn't probably stick around here for very long. Maybe we should move and come up with a plan, guys.
Let's I think I like the idea of someone scouting ahead. And hopefully not me.
I'm pretty sneaky. I can sneak. Also, I'm small.
You're practically a cat.
I could.
Turn into a mouse, go just under the crack of the door, and
I think we need to leave, guys, like
Okay.
now.
So as you're saying this, you start hearing the door behind you start to wiggle. And the door slowly creaks open. Are you guys just standing in the middle of the room while this happens?
wait, which door is opening? The one behind us or the one in front of us?
The one
I
behind
turn around
you.
and I draw my sword.
The one behind you just opened.
Can I cast a spell while the door is opening?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself
Okay.
for strength.
Can I try and hold the door shut as it's opening?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay, I'm
And well,
just gonna open a crack of the other door just to kind of see if I can peek out to see if it's clear.
okay. So, Boren, what's your strength check?
16, and I try and do my best drow impersonation. I'm just like, food's not ready.
Do you speak Elven?
No, he
Oh.
doesn't.
Oh, I say it in common.
Okay. All right. So the banging on the door gets a little bit louder. And you don't know how many creatures are out there.
Boren,
but
open the
it sounds
door.
like a bunch.
Okay, I look at.
We have to deal with them now.
Okay. I signal a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then I pull the door open.
Actually, I'm gonna cast light before you do that, if that's okay. Can I cast light?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
All right.
Good
So the door opens, and outside you see 7 drow wearing light chain shirts and carrying short swords and hand crossbows.
Oh, jeez.
What about me opening the other door? Come on.
Okay, when you open the other door, let's see what happens. There's nobody on the other side of the door. It just enters into an empty kitchen.
I enter the kitchen.
So you're running away? Okay. So Eliana has run away. I'm going to put this here to show that you're a coward.
I'm not a coward. I just go through the door. I'm trying to encourage everybody to come through the door so we can barricade the other door, because I have a feeling we're not going to beat 7 drow right now.
Why don't you yell that at our party and rally us to do that?
Yeah, I guess.
I think we could beat the
Let's go, bitches.
In her best voice, she screams out, "Let's go, bitches!" Which causes all of you to just turn around for a second, seeing that Eliana has opened the door on the side and that there's nothing out there. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna run through the door.
Okay, so Cag is out on the other side now.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Follow.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
along for the ride.
Do it.
So everybody's running out. We'll say everybody's over here. On the other side of this door, there's no ready barricade, but there's a bunch of like kitchen implements that you could move in the way.
I'm throwing down anything on the floor, like food or
Which way
shovels.
does the door open?
It opens into the kitchen, so if you barricaded it, it would not be able to open.
Okay, take the stove and shove it against the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna hold the door shut in the meantime.
So should I make a strength check?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Advantage.
Tony, could I cast Entangle from the door and back and assume that Entangle would kind of help hold the door closed to some degree?
No.
So that's 14 on my strength check, and I think my my normal pushing capacity is like 18 times 4 times 20 or something ridiculous.
Okay, you're able to pick up and you're able to like grab the stove and shove it against the door.
And then I'm gonna keep pushing, just like keep my weight against using the stove to push more against the door.
Okay. At this point,
I druidcraft the smell of a skunk in the room with them just for fun.
okay,
Take that.
Love
the
that.
drow start coughing lightly, and you hear as the 7 of them ram against the door on the other side, trying to knock it open.
I vote we just skedaddle faster.
Is there anything else that we can lift up against this door, Tony?
There's a number of different items. There's more than one like cooking stove in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna try to.
But you only have so much time before the wooden door shatters and they can crawl in.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should just keep running.
So the stoves are completely blocking the door.
Maybe we could.
Wait, is there any like gas or anything like that that they would use to be cooking with?
No.
Or oil?
Oil, yes, but there's none in here. Put in an oil jar.
Okay, well, I critted when I tried to pick up a stove, so I'm totally useless right now.
Oh,
but maybe we should like try to get out of here because we've already blocked the door.
We just keep going.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next door.
All right. So you hear them banging against the door, and it's continuing. Bang, 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 bang. You're not sure how long that door will hold, but you continue down the hallway. In front of you, you see 2 possible directions that you could go, and I apologize, I'm not doing this super great. You can either turn to the left or to the right.
Oh, shit, guys. Right or left? Which way do we go?
Are there 2 doors?
I follow my nose.
Always go left.
Yes, left. Let's go.
Sounds good. Always go left.
To the left, and you continue down the hallway, and you come to a set of stairs going up.
We go up.
Yes.
All right, so you continue up the stairs, and from behind you, you hear the door to the kitchen start to give way, and you start to hear them trying to push that stove off of the door.
We go a little faster, yet stealthily.
Yet stealthily. Okay, so you go up the stairs.
We have to roll stealth again.
No, we're keeping your old stealth scores right now.
Okay.
Just for ease of use. So as you ascend the staircase here, you see not only a open area, but you see rows and rows of jail cells.
Can I look for?
Go ahead.
Can I look for keys?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Um, 18.
18. You look at one of the walls near the entrance to the staircase, and you see in a small desk there, on the surface, a single key.
All right, I'll grab it.
All right.
As we walk in, do we see any guards in the hall, or?
Not at this point, no.
Are there things for us to?
Sorry.
Are there things for us to arm the prisoners with, Tony?
No.
Rocks, sticks.
Rocks? No. There's nothing that you could arm the prisoners with in this room.
Damn it.
Are we seeing many prisoners in the cells in this room?
You see no prisoners.
Well, let's keep going then.
All right. As you enter into this hallway, or into this.
Oh, I want to check for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to check for traps. Investigation. No, perception.
Perception?
I think so.
15.
15. You do not sense any traps in this room.
Okay.
However, behind you, you start to hear the pounding of footsteps running down a hallway.
I think we've got to keep moving, guys.
Yeah, we don't have time to stop.
Yeah. So you continue into this wide open, large room, and you run straight from one end of it to the other, passing a bunch of different jail cells, all of them appearing to be locked, and nobody in any of them.
They're all locked?
They're all closed, at least.
Can I see if there's some sort of spell keeping us from seeing the prisoners? Like,
Detect magic? Do you have detect magic?
I don't have detect magic, but is there some way I might be able to perceive that there is a magic being used on them?
I think with some illusion spells, you can like spend time and make like an insight check, but it depends on the spell.
Do you want
Would that
to
be an
spend
Arcana check?
Do you want to spend the time to do the check?
I don't think we can afford that.
I'm going to keep running.
Okay.
I think you have to spend like an action to do it.
Oh, okay. Never mind, we'll keep running.
The footsteps are getting closer. So you continue running into the end of the hallway. Here you see a set of stairs going up and a set of stairs going down.
Is one of them on the left?
Exactly. That's how you solve a maze.
Yeah, the ones going down are on the left, the ones going up are on the right.
Oh,
Down
always
it
go left?
is.
Okay, so you go down, and at this level you appear to come to a room with a desk on the far side, and there are... Let's do this. So the seven of you run into this room, expecting to find something, but you run into what looks like the front receiving area of the prison. And there are 3 drow sitting behind a desk in this room, and they stand up.
Oh, jeez.
I
Shit.
cast Charm Person.
You're going to use Charm Person?
Second level, so I'm going to try to do it for 2.
Okay.
And they roll?
Yep.
A 7 and a 17.
Ooh, the one that rolled a 7.
All right, so this guy right here, the blue one, is charmed.
So he's our buddy now.
Yeah, so he's your buddy. The other two, however, are going to roll initiative.
Tell him that he's going to escort us to the prison or something, Eliana.
I don't know if charm makes them like all of us. I think it might just be Eliana that. I'm not sure.
Well, I know. That's why I was telling her that she should like do something so that the one, like she convinces the one to take us to the prison so that we find out where the people are and also can get past these 7 drow that are behind us because it looks like we've been captured.
I'm
You know
sorry,
what I
me and
mean?
these other elves, we were helping you guys gather the prisoners that had escaped earlier, and we are just trying to get them back to their cells.
The two that are standing on either side of him look at him and say, "Don't you fucking dare fall for that."
We're so far.
I don't even get to roll a persuasion on that? Come on.
You can roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Or is that deception?
You can roll deception at disadvantage.
Wait, Boren has the keys. It doesn't matter if they lock us up. We can still get out.
You hear as the footsteps coming from behind you start to slow down, and you start hearing the shouting of guards.
Well, I guess it looks like they've got us.
But there are 10 of them?
So, do we have time for an action before this happens, Tony, or are they on us?
Yeah, you have time for an action.
I just shout, the building's on fire, everyone's got to evacuate, and then I shoot Scorching Ray at the desk.
Okay. Yeah, the desk automatically catches on fire and goes up in a puff of smoke.
Oh my god.
So after that happens,
I turn into a spider and run and hide.
they're all looking away as Eliana turns into a spider. Ends up in like a completely different area.
Well, no, I still want to be, I want to be able to see them, but they can't see me. Does that make sense?
Okay. You have climbed up the wall and are at the top of the wall looking down at them. You are now surrounded by 10 drow guards.
How's the fire going?
I'm trying to think of what's happening with the fire. I'm blanking real quick. The fire. What's going on with the fire? The fire eventually burns through the rest of the desk. Well, no, it didn't happen that fast. The fire is still burning. And nobody seems to care.
I think, I'm going to whisper, I think we're in a bit of a pickle.
I think this is dumpster fire, guys. Like, literally.
All right.
Whew. So I don't know if we should fight. I think maybe we should let ourselves get captured. Like,
I kind of think that's the only line here, right? Like, we die if we fight.
Yeah, I think we have to surrender.
Well, actually, I don't really have time to explain to you guys this plan of mine, but I don't want to get tortured by drow. So, I'm trying to think whether I should try to run away right now. But I feel like I probably wouldn't be able to cast a spell, and if I try to cast one spell, then we go to initiative. So
we trust you. You could just tell us what to do, like, and we'll do whatever
Well, I don't have a real plan. My plan is just to cast Sleep, which would only take out maybe 2 of them, and then just run through the gap created by that. But it's not a real plan.
I have a buddy, so.
So can one of the elves tell Lokag that elves cannot be put to sleep by magical means?
I totally forgot about that.
Elves can't be charmed and they can't go to sleep. Actually, they can't be charmed. So Eliana's thing, they have advantage.
That's a good point.
Charmed.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So that probably didn't even work either. So we're fucked in many ways.
Can I roll a sleight of hand to stick the key in my beard?
Yeah, go ahead.
That is the best place for key.
That's awesome.
Where's my sleight of hand? 11.
I'll say they're still a little distracted by the fire, and you are able to hide the key relatively well within your view.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna drop my shield on the ground.
Okay.
I drop my shield and my warhammer and start dropping my weapons to the ground.
Okay. What are other people gonna do? By the way,
Liliana was not going to go into a prison and be captured again, so she's just chilling on the ceiling right now.
the drow in Elven say, drop your weapons or be destroyed.
I drop my weapons and tell everybody else, you guys, we need to drop our weapons right now. Just do it.
All right, I drop them.
By the way, you guys did notice that all of a sudden I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we
Yeah,
did.
it's kind of pieced out.
Not only do I drop my weapon, I fall to the floor hoping maybe the drow will mistake me for a weapon.
Or maybe a rock, you know?
Hides under
Or they'll just take pity on you.
Who is this small bumbling creature that has come upon our prison? Let us let him go.
Real boy.
Does anybody have invisibility or something?
I do, but I don't have any spell slots left for second level.
Okay. So the drow, is everybody dropping their weapons? Anybody keeping their weapon is gonna fight? I should ask.
Can I keep my daggers?
You can keep them in their sheaths, but you may have them taken off of your person.
I'm gonna put the big shit down and hope they don't notice the daggers.
Okay. So you put down your sword, your lance. Everybody else drops all of their weapons. And you are briskly escorted into jail cells. On your way up there, you overhear the drow, the people that can speak Elven, overhear the drow kind of chuckling at you, saying, "Who the hell breaks into a prison?" What an idiot breaks into a prison.
While I'm a spider, I'm following them. I'm keeping in somewhat distance of making sure I know where everybody's going, but I'm also listening for either other prisoners or the drow hanging back talking about any other prisoners that they might have.
Do you understand Elvish, though?
I'm an
She's
elf.
half elf.
I'm half elf.
Oh, you are? Okay, perfect.
Who doesn't understand Elvish?
Nova doesn't. I know that.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were half elf. I need to write that on my thing.
I can speak Common, Elvish, Giant, Druidic, and Sylvan.
Wow. You're awesome.
So you get to an empty jail cell after walking up 4 flights of stairs, and you hear a racket coming from nearby prison cells, but you don't know, you're not walked past them, so you don't know if they're the prisoners you're looking for or if they're other drow that have been incarcerated.
Once they're escorted into their jail cell, can I go investigate that later?
You can. As you are being taken into the jail cell, they tell you all to strip down and put on these rags so that they can take your gear away.
I don't like them. They're mean.
I mean, they're prison guards. They're not exactly going to let you keep your plate mail.
I suppose. They're not taking my amulet of Nist, okay? I need that.
Hey, Tony, what is Lotus eating in the background?
Lolo, what are you eating in the background? He's not telling me.
She might. Okay. I'm assuming it's a spider.
That's okay. So you can eat spiders.
Not me.
Yeah. So is anybody trying to stay in all of their armor? Not paying attention to the drow guards?
If someone communicates to me that I'm supposed to take off my armor, I'll take off my armor.
Take off your armor.
Yeah. All right. So you're all go down to your skivvies and put on the different rags that they give you, and the rags look like basically bloodied clothing from other people.
Do I see where they're taking their clothes and armor and weapons?
So are you investigating the noises you heard down the hall, or are you...
I want to make sure I know where our stuff is going first, because I already know where I heard the voices.
Okay. You watch as they exit the jail cell, lock it behind them, and walk the gear down the hallway that they came up and out. Are you following them down the stairs?
I'm following them on the ceiling down there, yeah.
Okay. So you watch as they go down the first flight of stairs, the second flight of stairs, the third flight of stairs, the fourth flight of stairs. They go all the way to the bottom level, and then they enter a room, and as they enter the room, the door closes behind them too quickly for you to get through.
Do I see what's behind the door before it shuts?
You see a large empty chamber with a single column in the middle.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Can anybody hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Laura, can you hear me now? Laura, you've paused. I think you're gone. Bye, Laura. It was nice knowing you. Okay, so Laura is currently investigating, trying to figure out what's going on. What are the people that are currently locked in the jail cell doing?
Begrudgingly putting these rags on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you put on your rags that are covered in dried blood, but blood nonetheless, with rips and tears in various places. None of them unseemly. It's not like your crotch is hanging out or your boobs are hanging out if you're female. You're still fully covered. You're still fully covered, but it's clear. Wow. But it's clear that whoever was in these last time
was
was
random
not.
and it just suddenly started working again.
Okay. So the rags aren't revealing, but it's clear that whoever wore them last was not having a fun time. And Laura, Eliana is skittering along the ceiling, and the drow carrying the gear.
Yeah, I saw them. They went through the door. You're explaining what I saw before the door shut.
Okay. All you see is an empty room with a single pillar in the middle.
Okay, so it doesn't look like they normally store stuff in there?
Not that you know of.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back up to everybody. I'm going to investigate that noise first.
Okay. As you get up there and start investigating the noise, you see a number of prisoners in another jail cell. They look like they've They look like they've been here for a various number of days. Some of them look like they might have just arrived. Others look like they've been here for a week or so.
Do any of them look like the descriptions of the town folk?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically, one that sticks out to you is it appears that the mayor is in here.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to their cell, and as long as I don't see any guards, I'm going to poof back.
Okay. So you get back into the cell, and you poof out of...
Cell, or I was going to...
You poof... Okay, you poof back to right in front of the cell, and you unpoof from your spider form.
Hey, guys.
Dick.
So I watched where they took all of our stuff, and I also found out that in a cell nearby, they're keeping all the townsfolk.
Well, it sounds like we need to formulate a plan before we do anything else, because we have a key, but they don't know we have a key.
The question is, how soon do we need to do it? Like, I don't know how soon they're going to be okay with this before they start either selling people off as slaves or killing people.
Eliana, could you take the bag of holding as a spider? Go grab our gear, put it in there, hide as a spider again, and bring it back to us?
I can only turn into a creature one more time.
Wait, so you can't do it one more time?
I can do it once.
But she probably couldn't move.
I can do it twice a day.
You can do it twice per short rest.
Oh, I could. Yeah, if I rested, I could.
And I mean, it's not like the jail cell's going anywhere.
Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm gonna poof into spider form and no, that wouldn't make any sense. Where am I gonna take a short rest? That's safe.
In the jail cell, you could try.
Well, I'd have to be spider. Well, I guess I could be. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
Does it mean that I turn into a spider to go in the jail cell and take a short rest?
Okay. So you go into the jail cell, take a short rest, and now you're able to do your beast shaping abilities twice, 2 more times.
I'm going to spend some hit dice. Also, if anyone else is nearer me and spends hit dice, you guys can get an extra d6 as I'm singing a song of health.
Aw, thanks.
To brighten up our spirits.
So I just have a d6, or everybody who's injured gets a d6?
Oh, everybody who spends a hit die to heal as part of a short rest can get an extra d6.
Okay.
Just one time max for short rest.
What is going on with Lotus, Tony?
She's being cray.
Good.
You know her. She does what she wants.
Okay, so I'm gonna, now that the short rest is over, I'm gonna poof back into spider, but I'm gonna say I'm a venomous spider just in case I want to bite someone.
Okay.
I just thought I'd throw that out there. And then I'm gonna go back to that room and crawl, or I'm gonna check. I'm gonna see if I notice any traps before I crawl under the door.
Okay. You look, and there are
actually the crack like above the door. You know what I mean?
There is no crack above the door.
There's no crack in the door at all?
Not above the door.
Okay,
You
fine.
haven't looked below.
Fine, I go below.
There's a small crack below the door that you can fit through. And you said you're going to check for traps?
Yep.
Okay. You check for traps and roll a perception check for me. Or
23.
whatnot. You do not see or sense any traps on the door.
Okay, I crawl just under the door.
Okay. You enter the room that you saw.
To the wall. I'm not going straight in. I want to be hidden still.
Okay. You enter the room and you see the one solid pillar that you saw before, and you see a door at the far end that has no creases around it. There is no opening in the door, and there is something inscribed on the four sides of the pillar.
Can I read it?
You may. On side one, and by the way, the folks that are not in here with her cannot help her with the riddles. So on the,
so there's nobody in the room. Like
there's nobody in the room that you see.
Okay.
So on the first side that you see the riddle. Though easy to spot when allowed to plume, it is hard to see when held in a room. And actually, it's been about 3 hours, so we could stop before you try to solve the riddles, or we could let her try to solve the riddles first. What do people want to do?
It might take me a while to solve these riddles.
I can go either way.
Yeah, I'm.
Because it's already 11 o'clock here.
Oh, wow. That's late.
Yeah.
That might be good because you guys we can kind of discuss act as if you guys are in the place, like deciding what you want to do as a plan.
Yep, that sounds good.
Because I'm guessing somebody's going to be trying a key on that door.
Perhaps.
All right. So sorry, what's the plan? Are we stopping for the night, or are we continuing?
I think it sounds like we're stopping.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, let me go ahead and turn the video off.
Oops.